Yeah. Opening. Remember that salted butter, glass.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Wonderful Kirtan. Thank you. You can all now go to your nice, playful area. Thank you so much, kids, for joining the Kirtan. Oh, thank you. Hare Krishna, everyone. Here, sir. Just leave. Thank you. Just give a minute. Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. So nice to see. Hare Krishna. Okay, so the kids are leaving now. Without the mic, I'm feeling one less object in my hand. We are just trying a different device. I hope you can hear me. Is it okay? Clear? Is the voice clear? Is it too much of echo? Bit of echo? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Is it better? Or still bit of a okay? Eventually, I would need my hands with the book for the detailed class. So I've just recently upgraded to this device. I need my hands a bit free. So please adjust. If it's too bad, let me know. Echo? All right. After a while, no mic only requires. No? Okay. All right. We'll get started. I know it's a bit of a change of weather and everything, so kids are settling down. So timing, that's okay. So now remember, we started 5 minutes late. So I'm just making a point clear, okay? I'm conveying something. You know what I'm talking about. You all came a bit late. Some of you, most of you came a bit late. 5 minutes, so the buffer is going to be 10 minutes somewhere. All right, we'll get started. So I know one family came for the coming for the first time. Thank you so much for coming in. There are some families who have recently joined in the last couple of months, and it might appear like, oh, we are in chapter 13 to 18. If you ask others who have been coming here for long, ask them. This is anyways a very, very crash course kind of a thing. We are just watching a trailer of Bhagavad Gita, not even full movie. Full movie starts in a fortnight, sorry, in a month's time. This is just a high level introduction, super high level. And before even I start, next session is going to be very interesting, very important because we'll cover all the 18 chapters. So if you have missed the classes in the past or couldn't come, now that you came today, you can't bunk anymore. Next class for sure, please. Okay, we'll get started. The agenda for today, chapter 13 to 18. Some updates on the next steps, which we'll talk in a moment. And then question answers, usual. Okay? So we'll start with the prayers. Om Ajnana Timurandasya Jnana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Ena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So we chant these prayers, one of them here, to offer our gratitude to the spiritual masters, to the acharyas, because of whom, all of them, we have the good fortune today to listen to Bhagavad Gita. So this is our gratitude for them. Okay. You would all know this very well by this time, okay? As I always keep repeating, repetition is the mother of learning. So if you've been hearing for the 5th, 6th time, no problem. At least you'll register for sure. So we are at the point of the last 3rd section now. Okay, section 1 is chapter 1 to 6. Section 2 is 7 to 12. Section 3 is 13 to 18. The reason I got this here is we are at this point, section 3. Section 1 to 6, sorry, section 1, chapters 1 to 6 roughly can be called as Karma Yoga. Roughly. Second is, who remembers the last 3? Now that you know, seen this slide so many times, let's test. Jnana Yoga, thank you. And we have covered this so many times. You can compare Bhagavad Gita to a jewel box. Okay? The first 6 chapters to be the bottom. The middle 6 chapters is the actual jewel, which is 7 to 12, Bhakti. The top is today's section. Another analogy is the 3 mountains. So we did 1 to 6. We went here. At this point, we had the last session, the most important session. How many of you liked the session, last one? Good response. How many of you liked the last session? Thank you. Highly motivating. Thank you. So now we are in this step, like crossing 3 mountains. There are 2 mountains, one here. So those who have come for the first time or in the recent past might wonder, what is this? You have gone 2 mountains, I'm still here. Don't worry, no one has gone anywhere. You saw that, right? You saw the responses, right? No one has gone anywhere. We are in the same spot. So you're most welcome. And in other simple words, the first 6 chapters is about how to live our day-to-day life. Second 6 is how to love, where to put our love. Third, how to let go. Today is all about letting go. Okay, let's continue. From the last session, did anyone reflect on what we discussed? Being the most important session, last session, did anyone think about it afterwards? I won't ask you what, you think about it. Little bit. Thank you. Very motivating. Did anyone get to chant the mantras? Or a bit of whatever you're doing in your daily lives? Yeah? That's so nice. After learning so much, some mananam, some reflection could be really good. That's all right. Now let's go into chapter 13. See, this is 6 chapters in one day. So you please fasten your seat belts. I'm preparing you for the next session. 18 chapters in one session. Please bring your favorite pillows, favorite bed sheets for next session. So today it's just an introduction of how to do 6 chapters in one session. Gearing up for 18 next class. but don't worry too much. Chapter 13. Title is Nature, the Enjoy, the Consciousness. Remember, please catch this. 13 to 18 is Jnana Yoga. Okay? It's really bit dry. I shouldn't say dry. Technically strong areas. So, therefore, we'll go a little faster. Feel free to doze off. I'll close my eyes. No, I'll also close my eyes. That not seeing you dozing off, feel free to take a rest. I don't mind. Okay? 13 to 18, rest. I'll wake you up when time comes. All right? No problem. Please. So he's trying to see the best spot how he can sleep after hearing my words. That's all right. I wouldn't mind from here as well. Your spot is free, family. No, perfect. This is their spot. All right. Technical chapters from now on. But don't worry, we'll try to make it as simple as possible to understand, and we'll make it easier. So, in other words, chapter 13 covers, who remembers the 5 areas Bhagavad Gita covers in detail? Jiva, Ishvara, Prakriti, Kala, Karma. I made it easy for you. This chapter is going to cover the material nature. Oh. Material nature, which includes even our nature. So we're going to hear more about some of our natures today. Please don't shoot the messenger. We will see some of us in the screen, on the screen today. Our natures, by the way. All right. Before studying Bhagavad Gita, understanding Bhakti, my position was a little different. But I'll ask you this question. How many of you think or thought God is mere light? Please be honest. No one. God is just a light. Good. Yes. A light, energy. Right? That's actually, is it incorrect or is it partially correct? Thank you so much, Sahil. Thank you. That's the right word. So, without the mic, I'm feeling something is missing. All right. So, there are 3 levels to understand God actually. Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. In simple words, where is Vikasji? In simple words, don't give me all this gyan, okay? In simple words, I'll give a short story that will help. Hopefully, help remember the 3 points. In a village, for the first time, a train track was laid. The train was coming to the village, passing by the village for the very first time. So all the villagers and the small boys, everyone were waiting to see the train. What is train? How does the train look like? They had no clue. They waited. As usual, the train came late. All right. So it got late at night. So many people left the train platform. Some kids stayed back to see the train. All right. So the train approached the platform. So the far side, nighttime, they saw the light of the train. A bunch of kids who was waiting since the morning now thought, we are the first one to go and tell the village people, how does a train look like? So they saw the light, they ran to the village and said, I saw the train. We know what the train is. Train is light. Train is just a light. So the other group boys were still waiting, or the kids were waiting there. The train came to the platform or running into the platform. This group saw the train, its structure, the carriages and everything. They dashed off to the village and then told everyone, we saw the train. We know what the train is. It's not just a light, but it has lots of carriages. Last group of kids just waited. No, I want to see the train hold. So they waited until the train came to halt. They went into the train, walked across the carriages, all the way to the first carriage. Oh, this is different. This is called engine. Everything works from here. And then they went to the engine. They saw the driver's area, dashboard. They saw a driver coming off, one who drives the train. All right. They went back to the village and said, the train is neither light nor a bunch of carriages. It has carriages, it has light, but it has everything, the engine and the driver. Now you tell me which version of the train is complete. The last one, obvious. Would you say the bunch of boys, the kids who ran and told the villagers just the light, are they wrong? So you actually broke open the pot, Sahil. Well ahead. No, they are not incorrect, but they are incomplete. Clear? Easy? Because now it's easy? Okay. Brahman is the light coming out of the Lord. Light emanation. Brahman. That's why Krishna is not called Brahman, he's called Parabrahman. Okay? Paramatma is manifestation of the God, but pervading everywhere in all souls inside us, along with the Jivatma, and in every atom, Paramatma resides to guide them back home. The last or the highest point is Bhagavan, Swayam Bhagavan, who has a personal feature, who is a person too. Now we have a problem. The moment we say person, we start to relate to us. Yes? Then we relate to us, oh, then the God also has Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi, birth, old age, disease, and death. Here is the problem. When we compare person to person, we relate to our existence, which is material existence, our skin and bone, our problems. So Krishna, God, is actually a person, but is a supreme person. You and me are person, God is supreme person. We have a material body, he has a spiritual body. Sat Chit Ananda. Okay, technicalities later. Clear? So, cricket finished. All out. Thank you. All right. So, Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagavan. Three levels or three aspects of understanding God. Neither of them by itself, by alone, Brahman, Paramatma, are incorrect, but they are incomplete. How can we worship a light? What kind of relationship can we have with the light? At the same time, for people who cannot understand God as a person, a supreme person, at least having a level of knowledge of God being a light is far better. Think about it. The village people who had no clue of train, thinking train to be a light is far better than knowing nothing about the train. Able to follow? Bit technical, I'm trying to make it as easy as possible. Okay, let's move on. So in this chapter, Krishna talks more about these concepts and details. And then Krishna explains how Paramatma accompanies each one of the Jivatma within the body. That, remember I mentioned about the king with 4 wives. What was the 4th wife? Yes, coming as Paramatma, being with us all the time. Story part, who missed, don't worry. Later I'll tell you the story. Chapter 13 done. Chapter 14. The 3 modes of material nature. Very interesting concept. We will do some research here and we'll see some art faces on the screen. 3 modes. One of the smaller chapters, 27. Does anyone have any understanding, any background? What are the 3 modes could be? Please. Good, bad, and ugly. Movie name or what? Good, bad, ugly. Good try. Sorry? Solid liquid. Physics class. Now I know. Yes, we'll talk more. Fun time. Please wake up for now and then go back to sleep. I'll give you more time to sleep today. Don't worry. This class, snooze time more. From chapter 2, we understood our nature, our real identity, that we are not this body. Those who come late, please don't worry. Not late for today, but for the program. We will go through the whole chapters next week. We have discussed in chapter 2 our identity is not this body but the soul. And then we understood about cycle of karma. Again, don't worry, we'll go through them all next time. Having this background is very important to understand the modes of nature. Now, question time. Why do we perform certain type of action or karma? My question is why? We are forced to do. Husband and wife have read Bhagavad Gita before coming to class. Go to the last bench. Okay. Any other answers? Yes, thank you. Any other answers? Because of, please be loud. Sorry, only some. Our nature. Okay. Habits. Good one. Good one. Yes, influence of the modes. Yes, thank you. So, why do we make any type of action or karma? All these are good answers. The answer from Bhagavad Gita is this. What is that glue which binds the matter and spirit? So, we have understood that we are not material matter. We are spiritual by nature. But then what binds the matter and the spirit together? The glue. The glue is this. The glue is puppet and puppeteer. Classic one. Now please hear with open mind. You will have lots of questions, but I'll answer them along the way. The obvious question, if someone is pulling all these things, in Bhagavad Gita, this picture, if you can see, the three energies are pretty much are controlling. The three forces are called the modes of material nature, the three modes. From the power of Mother Nature, they bind the soul and the body tightly. The modes are the one which are binding us together. Are you able to follow me? Take as much as you can, if not, no problem. What are modes, by the way? In Latin, mode means manner, fashion, style. In Sanskrit, guna, material quality, behavior. So the modes are the measures of interaction between the conscious spirit and the unconscious matter. Okay? Again, I'm building some muscles around as usual before going to Bhagavad Gita. Okay? The three modes comprise actually like imagine to be like a thread intertwined. And they all try to influence, that's the right word, on the object which we are trying to pull. These modes exert psychological influences. Those who said the answer influence, very important, on us, thereby impelling us towards certain kinds of action. Okay, enough of Gyan. That's why last 6 chapters, Jnana. Not my cup of milk. Anyways, that's all right. So you go to bed, and then next day morning you keep an alarm for some time. Whenever is it? You wake up to do some piece of work, studies, whatever. The alarm goes off. Ding. Our first reaction for the most people, snooze. Why did it happen? Snooze. What's happening there actually? Tell me. Let's go into open the box now. You kept the alarm last night with your full consciousness to wake up at a particular time. You did it, not someone else. No one influenced you. You went to bed, you are sleeping. Time has come, the time which you wanted to wake up has come. Alarm goes off. You are pressing snooze. You are going against your own point set last night. Tell me what's happening. Are you like what, crazy? Are we crazy when we click snooze? Not crazy, lazy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Lazy. That means what's happening here is couple of energies are working in contrast here. The energy or the mindset or energy based on which we set the alarm and the energy next morning are two different. So we act like two different persons now. Are you slowly catching? Another examples could be same person in the morning will behave like gentleman, perfect person. Looking at the husband, I saw that. Just a slight look, not even a very obvious one. I caught it. By afternoon, by evening, another personality. Same person behaving two extremes, three extremes. How is that possible? How is it happening? So that's because of the modes. Finally, someone's fault. How do you feel relief about it? Snoozing alarm button in the morning is not my fault. Yes? Yes? Okay, hold on to that. Someone else. But we still have the free will, by the way. We still have the free will to say, no, 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 I had to now get up, do whatever I do. The free will still exists. But then the free will's power is influenced. I'll give you another example. No offense to the smokers, don't get me wrong. Smoking cigarette packet, it says it's injurious to health, it causes death, blah, 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 whatever. But then, I have a question for you. A person who smokes, does he or she using their free will? Yes or no? Yes. No. Chain smoker? No. Yes or no? Question is, a person who's smoking, knowing the benefits, disbenefits of smoking, is still smoking. Partial. First cigarette, full free will. Last cigarette, no free will. Good. So the answer is actually both. Yes and no. Yes to the point that they always have the free will to say no, but then because of the habits, whoever said habits, because so what happened is now their influence to use the free will has reduced. Clear? Appa, this is working for me, for you also, right? Gyan is very hard. I'll explain this more in the detailed classes. Shastra explains beautifully. I love this example. I'm looking at the clock. Okay, I'll keep it for later. If I start, I can't stop. Clear with that example? Yes and no. Your influence to change your free will is now controlled. You have the free will, but it's going in a cruise mode because you're so addicted. Knowingly, why do we make mistakes? It's because we are influenced. Now you might wonder, this world is set up against us. Think about it. All good things are very hard. All bad things are easy. Who struggled here to get addicted to chocolate? I'm not looking at you, please. Who here got made it very hard, struggled and addicted to chocolate? Does anyone struggle to get addicted to chocolate? No. See, hence proved. Good things are, everything is against us in the system. Hold to that question. Okay, hold on to that thought. We'll answer later. Because you might be able to answer to yourself. Did that enough muscle building? Will come into Bhagavad Gita. Okay? Chapter 14, Sloka 5, Krishna says, the material nature consists of three modes. Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. Goodness, passion and ignorance. When the eternal living entity comes in contact with the nature, oh mighty on Arjuna, he becomes conditioned by the modes. Someone's fault, not ours. Okay, let's look at those goodness, passion, ignorance a little bit more. Okay, they are like this, my friends. Red, blue, yellow combine to make different shades and colors, isn't it? Right? Similarly, these three modes No one can say I am fully in goodness in Sattva. No one can say I am fully tamasic. You can, but not fully. Even such a tamasic person also will have some goodness thought. The whole world, why do we have different types of people? Because of this, the shades, different shades. In the same family, two people can have different natures. Have you seen? In chapter 2, I explained twins born at or just around the same time are not the same. I gave you examples also. The nature can be poles apart. How is that possible? So what happens is, when the mixture of these three colors, it creates the full spectrum of different colors, shades of our behaviors. And our instincts vary, our behaviors vary, our energies vary. Now you can surely accept what I'm going to say. Can you recall a person whom the moment you talk for only 1 minute, they will drain you like anything? Trying not to turn around, right? You're not to see the next person, right? Give them 1 minute, they will drain all your energies. And some people whom you want to stay far away from. That's why we are in Sydney. 10,000 kilometers. Okay? Energies. People carrying energies are true. It's absolutely true that when you deal with certain people, they will just drain our energies. Some people, you want to spend time with, you will feel more inspired and say, I want to be with you. Very rare though, right? Goodness. Okay, let's continue. Different types of people are driven by different modes and energies. This is why we see all varied types of people. Different money-minded, stealing, struggling, terrorism, whatnot, or do nothing, thinking we do nothing. Let's go into each of those three modes and then we'll move on. Okay? How many of you think you are in goodness? Safe. None of the above. Okay, what is goodness? Let's look at some qualities of goodness. The symptoms of goodness are pretty much light, empowering, enlightening, something fresh, nature. And the conditioning, because knowledge and happiness. Happiness in the right way, not in the instant way, quick happiness way. Rather, they will say knowledge and happiness. I'll go through the process, I'll get the happiness out of at the end. Krishna talks about them in Gita. That which is struggle in the beginning, nectar in the end is goodness. That which is tasty in the front, pain later is passion. That which is struggle in the painful at the front, painful later also is ignorance. You think of examples. All right, come back. Passion. You think of some qualities, symptoms and conditions. Enjoy. I want more and more and more. Never ending, never satisfied. Give me more. They say, Dil mange more, right? Give me more, give me more. But think about it, without passion, can the world operate? Goodness to manifest, we need passion to differentiate. Yeah, we can't escape. Passion is required. Goodness, we need to work on. Passion, we need to regulate. Without passion, no creation can happen, be it biologically or intellectually. No creation can happen without passion. So passion energy is required, but with regulation, with modulation. Then it has a place. When the passion goes uncontrolled, disaster is waiting. Okay. Is the voice clear? Good? All right. Good experience. People are yawning at the back seat. Gyan class, good example. Thank you. I'm waiting to finish this class. Go back to our core area, 7 to 12. Now, okay, ignorance. How many photos can you see yourself there? Which photo can you relate to yourself? Let me just not wake up at all. I don't feel like getting up. I don't want to get up. Let me just stay as I am. Painful, causing pain to oneself, causing pain to others. Harm to mind, the body, everyone. Oh, you can't read this. Sorry, it's really bad. I can't read it as well. But simple words, goodness is pretty much enlightening. So whatever we do, like conscious thinking and acting, oh, I'm trying to read this. Contentment, these are some goodness qualities. Passion is important in under regulation, productive. Okay? Not thinking and acting, but pretty much acting first and then thinking later. Ignorance is no thinking and all, only acting or no acting. Now, of the three, question time. Of the three, which energy is better? I'm not asking which energy do you belong to. That's a hard question. Which is better? Goodness, sattva, absolutely. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, goodness is like a springboard. You can jump on the goodness or the goodness qualities. Goodness alone is not sufficient though. Goodness is a springboard to Suddha Sattva, pure goodness, which is bhakti. Remember, we have studied already the pinnacle is bhakti, love of God, right? Here, now we are understanding the inner mechanics of it, understanding ourselves and others' nature, so we can do bhakti properly. So the Gyan's purpose is not superior to bhakti, but by knowing some details, we can look after ourselves and others, and we can make right decisions. Take it from that perspective. Okay? So goodness is a springboard to Shuddha Sattva. Okay, let's move on. At this rate, we'll finish the class faster. Don't worry. We'll have more time for question answers. Okay, so Krishna says in 14:10, sometimes mode of goodness become prominent, very rarely, defeating passion and ignorance. Sometimes passion defeats goodness and ignorance. Sometimes ignorance defeats goodness and passion. In this way, there's always a competition for supremacy. That's why we have inner battles. You're going to do the right thing, but then right is not always right. But then the battle, that battle is happening as if, the other day I asked Aishwarya, you said, I get multiple voices. I asked how many voices you hear. One means you know nothing but only your mind. Two is better, my voice and your mind. Three and above, khichdi. Multiple voices are going on inside is the battle between the modes. Multiple modes are fighting for supremacy. You are saying, I've come to Bhagavad Gita class, listen. No, Prabhu only says you can sleep. Rest. So you are battling every moment, is what is happening. And the Creator says, the cycle continues. 14:20, when the embodied being, which is us, is able to transcend these three modes linked to the body, he can become free from Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. When we start to transcend these three noises, how, yes, very next point, can enjoy even in this lifetime the true happiness. The obvious question, the first person is asked, you only said I have multiple voices, tell me how. Answer is this, 14:26. Krishna is giving the answer. One who engages in full devotional service, bhakti, unfailing in all circumstances, very key word, at once transcends the modes of material nature. So, in other simple words, we studied from chapter 7 to 12 what is bhakti, devotion, love of God, and the essence of process last time. If someone engages in devotional service, in bhakti life, trying to follow, unfailing in all circumstances, summer or winter, still come to class on time. Qualifies this sloka. Summer or winter, trying to come to class on time, Bhagavad Gita class on time, unfailing in all circumstances, is a criteria that we'll be able to transcend the modes. So the answer is this, Bhakti. Everything goes back to Bhakti for sure. There is no second or third way about it. Okay, good. Flow chart time, fun. How many of you remember this from third chapter? Karma Yoga. Those who have come for the first time or been recently here, we will go through this in detail later, don't worry. I'll go through a bit now. This is, who remembers this? Karma cycle, the cycle. Okay, the whole law of karma in a cycle. Okay, here is us, the living entity, we are here. Alright? There are three modes which always operate on us: goodness, passion, and ignorance. Propelled, influenced by these modes, one or the other, or a mixture of all three of them, in shades, forms our perceptions. From that, emotions, and of course, habits, and we do certain actions or we respond in a particular way, which causes good karma or bad karma. We discussed it last time. Both of them will have its own reactions. So remember, and those actions are material. Pap or punya, both come back and struggle later. It's a big word. So please do come back next time. I'll explain later. These three are three different types of karma. New people having a blank face is understandable. Most people having a blank face, when they say karma, here is, okay, I have to motivate myself. Self-motivation, wake up. Three types of karma. Usually we all know two, good and bad karma, which is karma and vikarma. There's a third type. We discussed in third chapter, Krishna says, akarma, which is bhakti. So, good or bad, both has reactions. Then you enjoy or suffer. Anyways, it creates an entanglement. The cycle continues. Remember the cycle? Now, in this, from this chapter's view, the goodness, passion, ignorance are, all three of them are chains. One is a gold chain, one is an iron chain, silver chain, the other one is a iron chain. So gold, silver, and iron. Just because someone is held by a gold chain, yeah, it's privilege, but you are still also being held in the chain because you are forced to act in this cycle. Just 2 slides ago, we spoke about goodness. I asked the question, which quality is better? You all smartly kept quiet or slept. I don't know. So, the answer is, of the three, goodness is conducive. But goodness alone is a gold chain. Okay, question time. Wake up. In Mahabharata, give me an example. Someone held on to goodness, 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 and got chastised by Krishna. Question. Someone held on to goodness quality, one goodness quality, and got chastised by Krishna. Bhishma Dev, true. More precisely, Yudhishthira who said. Yes. So, he had this quality of always Satyam. Not the Satyam computers. Always Asatyam. No. Always Satyam. That in the battlefield, Krishna asked him to say, Ashwatthama Mata. Got killed. And but Ashwatthama was still alive. So Yudhishthira Maharaj said, Krishna, I'm sorry, I can't lie. Here is a person, the Supreme Lord is saying, say something. And then Yudhishthira goes, oh, I am holding to goodness quality more than Bhagavan. And the Lord has to say, okay, I'll make it a Satyam, which is by killing an elephant at that moment, called Ashwatthama. Are you comfortable now? Then he said later. But then there are different understandings of this. Because he said lies once, his chariot went down. Actually, it's wrong because he didn't listen to Krishna. Right? Now, later today, we'll talk about Satyam. Prabhu, what Bhagavad Gita says, say whatever you want, huh? Hold on to that question as well. We'll come to it shortly. So, holding on to any particular quality, even if it is goodness, in front of Bhagavan, Bhakti, is chain. It's just a chain. Someone's being held by a gold chain, performs gold actions, gets good karma, material benefits are coming, and have to come back and enjoy the results. And you would say, I would rather take that. Remember, we spoke about it before. But it's just merry-go-round up and down. As soon as the credits are finished, you fall down again. So don't worry, next session we'll do all 18 chapters. I'll purposely spend some time on third chapter, looking at all your beautiful blank faces. Okay. But the one which is outside the loop here is akarma, which is bhakti, which does not produce any punya or papa. It produces sukruti, spiritual credits, which gets self-realization and out of this cycle. We'll talk more next time in picture of karma. All right, chapter 14 done. 15, Purushottam Yoga, Yoga of the Supreme Person. One of the smaller chapters in Bhagavad Gita. We'll just take one sloka as a taste. Nice sloka. Sarvasya chaham hri sannivishto mattah smritir jnanam apohanam cha vedeshu sarve ahameva vedyo vedantakrit vedavit eva chaham. So Krishna says in chapter 15, I am seated in everyone's heart as Paramatma. Okay? Please hear this. I love this sloka very much. It's a beautiful sloka. From me, he says, comes three things. Mata, smritir, jnanam, apohanam. Remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. Keep this for a moment. Remembrance. If you are able to remember something, Paramatma is guiding actually from inside. Not with our memory power, brain power, this power. Our effort is there, but then the actual, at the right time, what words to come at the right point, at the right time, is Paramatma driven. Knowledge. If one's knowledge comes in as an action, that comes from the Lord. We can't say I become expert in anything. We are not actually. Those two are easy to understand. The last one is very interesting. Apohanam. Forgetfulness also comes from Lord. Very interesting one. You might wonder why. Actually, you know what? Of all the three, the most important one is forgetfulness. If we cannot forget in this lifetime only what all happened to us, someone did this to us, we did something to the other person, those embarrassing moments, those cringeworthy moments, those loss moments, painful moments. If we cannot forget the biggest pain, it's not able to forget. People have insomnia, some people, right? Apohanam. Let go. That let go factor is not working. Apohanam. Very important. So, for us to even sleep the one night properly, Krishna's help is required. Forgetfulness. After a terrible day, going to bed and holding on to the whole thoughts. We can't sleep, right? Until tiredness and apohanam kicks in. Very important. Okay, we'll talk more later. And then Krishna says, Vedeshu sarve ahameva vedyo. From all the Vedas, if you want to understand one thing, aham eva vedyo. People study so much of literatures, Vedic knowledge, right? Krishna says here, all right, whatever you study, if you haven't come to the conclusion of understanding me, wasted. So from all the Vedas, now if you look at people around in our family or whomever we know, they have studied so much of Vedas. How many of them understand? They can chant the mantras, do all the havan, yajnas, whatnot. Do they understand the meaning? Can they explain to us? And that's why in session number 1, we discussed Bhagavad Gita is a sar, the essence of all the Vedic knowledge. And we're doing it straight away. No point studying the whole ocean and you can get lost. Rather, we take Bhagavad Gita. Why? Krishna says here, even if you understand the whole Vedas, you will come to the same conclusion to Bhagavad Gita. So rather, we are doing perfect shortcut. Meant for Kali Yuga. We go through this way. Only Bhagavad Gita, that's enough. All right. Let's continue. Chapter 16. A nice title. Divine and demonic natures. Okay. Funny one. Funny fact. 24 slokas in this chapter. Trivia time. Guess, make a guess. How many slokas will Krishna keep for divine qualities? How many for demonic qualities? 3, 4. Okay, any more guesses? Any other guesses? Guess, make a guess. Now that you know Krishna's mood, his way of, half. More for good, less for demonic nature. Guess. Other way around. What is the third hit? Demonic nature, divine nature, and then mixture of both. Huh? One divine, one sloka for divine, 23 all others for demonic qualities. Welcome to the Bhagavad Gita class. He knows the audience going to be. He knows the audience very well. Don't worry, I'm also in the class. Just because I'm sharing doesn't make me any great. Okay? 1 for divine, 23 for demonic qualities, meaning there's more work to do. Okay. Roughly. So, key contents, mentality, behavior, those with divine and demonic qualities. Okay? Would you like to have a taste of one sloka? Only one. I mean, just be one per chapter, by the way. Okay? A famous sloka, 1621. There are 3 gates which straight highway, no toll. No toll highway, straight leads to hell. 3 gates. Last, anger and greed. Okay? Last, we have, most people have only one connotation, male-female thing. No, it's actually not that. That's one shade of lust is a male-female thing. No. Lust in self, we discussed last time. When I want to enjoy, I want to enjoy, that mentality is lust. Love, we defined what love is. Who remembers? Knowing what the other person wants and doing. That's love. Remember? 2 classes ago. Long time ago. Okay. Buying a red saree for your wife who doesn't like red color at all, just because it was in a half price sale, gifting to your wife is dash. Greed. Okay, in this definition, not buying a saree at all. Okay, so that defines it clear. Okay, all right. So this sloka, back to the point. This sloka, very interesting one. Many top B schools, they take Bhagavad Gita slokas. What's happening? Did I miss something? Okay. Many top business schools, they take many slokas from Bhagavad Gita and teach to the leaders. It's very prominent. Many top B schools. Second chapter, which we'll discuss later, detailed class, anger management, stress management, exact slokas are there, where they will talk about all these factors. It's interesting. Please follow this. Lust then gets fulfilled it becomes greed. When lust once gets fulfilled, it becomes into greed. When the lust doesn't get fulfilled, it becomes anger. So the root is actually here. And Krishna gives actually 262, 63 sloka, 10-step process, how even lust starts, anger comes, everything. 10-step process, vivid process. In every class we've done in the past, they'll say, oh, we love this straight away because we can relate to that. 10-step process where we are, what happens, one after other. Like for example, if you want to know how did you get Hare Krishna? Battery gone? Maybe. Hare Krishna. Okay, anyways, we are doing a trial today. So it lasts for 1 hour. Okay, Hare Krishna. This is better. Anyways, it was a trial. We'll work on that. So, what was I saying? 10-step process, Krishna explains. We can see ourselves in our life. Each of those steps, when did anger kick in, which we all have, and then what happened after. I'll park it for the detailed class. When we go through the sloka, we'll straight away say, exactly, yesterday, today morning, before coming to class, this happened. 10-step process. 1622, Krishna says, the person who has escaped these 3 gates, person of Kunti, which is Arjuna, performs and thus gradually attains the supreme. 3 gates, 3 highways to hell, which we are all driving in full speed. Okay, chapter 17. Divine nature, 1 sloka, come to the main class. No, there's no time, that's why we'll go quickly. Anyways, we'll reach a high level today. Alright, we'll spend some time on chapter 17. It's fun, little bit interesting. Okay. Key contents in this chapter, Krishna will talk about taking all the modes, the 3 modes, okay, the divine and demonic qualities. Now the masala starts. Krishna will start to say, how do you apply in your lives? So please wake up now. Application chapter. All right. So in this chapter, Krishna says, everyone should do these 3 things for sure. Either for bhakti or in your life you'll end up doing it. Yajna, dana, tapa. Yajna is sacrifices. Dana, charity. Tapa, austerities. Everyone will be doing in their lives, knowingly or unknowingly. Either you knowingly do for me, or the way I'm going to explain this to you in Gita, Krishna says, or you will be doing it anyways for a waste purpose, for a useless purpose. Okay? Yajna, sacrifice. Let's take dana, very interesting one, practical one. Krishna in Gita explains how to give charity and how not to give charity. Okay? Practical chapter. Question, how many of you work in city, CBD? When you used to work? Okay, right. Somewhere, imagine Pitt Street, George Street, the town hall, okay? The junction. And I saw this live. I'm sharing my experience, okay? Lunchtime, I was going for a walk. I saw this. A gentleman was having his lunch, eating in one of those benches. He's a working person, and then a beggar just walked by. It's famous, right? In CBD, you find lots of them. He walked by and then asked, give me money. So this gentleman, he kept his lunch. It's lunchtime, so he thought, okay, must be hungry. I'm having food. Okay, let me help him. So he put his lunch box down, and then he took his wallet. He gave $20 bill, and I was witnessing this all. Okay, $20 note. When this guy finished eating, he left. This guy who got the $20, guess what he did? He walked straight into the shop nearby. He bought a pack of cigarettes. I was witnessing this all, end-to-end story. He came out, started smoking. Okay, him smoking is a different ball game. That's fine. Now, question to you all: did the person who gave $20 was he performing dana, charity? Yes, he gave charity. In his mind, I'm answering. Ah, yes, he gave charity from his mind. From his perspective, I am feeling very high. I had lunch. Someone asked me for something. During lunchtime, I gave 20 bucks. He performed charity. But was it a charity? Exactly. The money for which it was used was harming the person. Now let's go to third chapter from a karmic perspective. Okay, every action has its own reactions. Now, if, not if, when this guy gets a terrible disease, not if and when this guy gets a terrible disease, now the person who contributed $20 for one pack of cigarette has a share as well. You've contributed to that. Right? I didn't contribute directly. All right, coming to that. Now, who is at fault here? Who is at fault? The person who gave, the person who accepted, or misused the money? Accepted, misused. How many of you think the person who received the $20 and misused is at fault? If you don't lift the hand up now, you are going to lift up for the other one. No escaping business.
If the guy is smoking a cigarette and he's saying, "Can you please give me money for smoke?" and then you give it, then I can practice.
He didn't say anything. I'll make it easier for you. He didn't say anything. Give me money. He thought it's lunchtime. I'll give you 20 bucks. Should have bought him lunch. Yes, Shobit, you're saying something?
From my perspective, maybe for the people of country, maybe not smoking or causing harm for anyone. Like people having some anxiety.
Okay.
So if you don't smoke, I can think
They struggle. They struggle. So it's a charity. Right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Look, this is just one example. That's why sitting in the Essence of Bhagavad Gita class, talking 17th chapter, we watching a trailer on a 17th chapter, so risky. Okay. So I understand. Okay. Let's keep it simple. So now, if by giving money, if that money is not, we don't know what the money is going to be used for, we are also responsible for its effect. We are also, okay? So we are giving dana, but without knowing how the money is going to be spent, is actually dana in mode of ignorance. You know what dana in mode of passion is? That guy walking up to the office, calling everyone, I gave $20 today. I gave $20 today. Or while giving, take a photo, take a photo. Okay, I'm just showing. It's one quality Krishna says. For the sake of self-promoting is mode of passion. Mode of goodness, dana in mode of goodness. Krishna says, Desha Kala Patra, knowing whom to give, when to give, what to give. That charity is mode of goodness. When to give, whom to give, what to give is mode of goodness. Okay, don't worry. That's okay. We will build the muscles along the way. If it's a little different to what your understanding is, no problem. We'll build along the way. That's why it's 17th chapter. By this time, we have got enough mental strength, muscles, spiritual muscles to understand. Now, social studies question or a scientific research, not scientific, it's a research question. Big shot, big name, big branded charity organizations. When you give charity, what percentage of the charity amount goes to the actual cause? What amount does not go to the actual cause? You say 20% for what? for the cause. Who said 10? 89.5 precisely 10. 89.5 or 90 percentage of the money goes for administrative purposes, paying some big packets of money for the big shots, having a nice cozy office facing Darling Harbour, administrative costs. 10 percentage merely, 10.5 precisely goes to the actual cost. This is a research, proper research, and all the big charity. No disrespects. They have to run their business as well, right? Sorry, run their organization as well, right? Sorry, I didn't meant to say that. Slip of the tongue, but with the fact, huh? Okay. Let's move on. So, tapa, austerity. Krishna says there are three types of austerities: for the mind, for the words, for the body. I won't go to each of them. Very beautiful, you know. What austerity for the mind? Listening to a Gyan class for 2 hours on a Saturday, such an austerity for the mind. That's true. That's actually true. For the body, for the words. Okay? This chapter deals with how do we understand all these things and lead our life in such a way that we're doing them effectively. If we don't austerity here for mind, body, and words for the right purpose, we are actually struggling for our company, for our family. We're doing austerity for sure. No one is escape. For what cause would you like to do the austerity for? Okay, one tidbit of, let's take austerity for the words. You like to hear that? One sloka as a taste. Satyam Priyam Hitam. Satyam company is coming too many times today. Asatyam. Okay? The meaning of the sloka is this: austerity for speech consists in speaking words that are truthful, Satyam, Priyam, pleasing, Hitam, beneficial. Alright. So what it implies is, for our words to qualify, for our speech to qualify in mode of goodness, means it should have the three qualities: Satyam, truthful; Priyam, pleasing; Hitam, beneficial. When is the last time did your wife speak to you with all these three qualities? Rohit is laughing. Huh? You are in deep trouble. You should have said always. You don't know the sutra of Rohit is going always. Exactly. All right. Now, Satyam, Priyam, and Hitam. I'll give you some examples here, okay? All those three have to be carried in a speech, then it qualifies for mode of goodness, a speech at that level, okay? So, let's say you're at home, and then just imagine this, okay? A woman and a child are running towards your gate, your front gate, and then they are open the door. My husband has gone crazy, as usual. This time, gone a little wild, he has got a knife in his hand. He's about to kill me and my child. Please save me. Open the door. You just imagine. You open the door, put them inside. The husband comes, the crazy husband comes with the knife. Did my wife and child come here? And then you remember Bhagavad Gita. Satyam, Priyam, Hitam. My words have to be truthful. I went to the last class. That's the only thing I listened. Rest all I was sleeping. If you say yes, he's going to kill a wife. If you say no, he might kill you. Okay, no. Huh? So, what's the answer expected here? Or a morally right, ethically right answer? Yes? No one came here. Ethically right answer, right? No one came here. Sorry, I didn't see anyone. I didn't see my wife only for the last 2 weeks. Okay? Alright. This guy. Now, we have failed in following the Satyam. So, Krishna explains in what all conditions can be compromised one of these. Oh, I have a leader here. Okay. He understands how difficult to get a job in these days. If you put a Satyam meter in our job interviews, Satyam company will not give a job for you. All right. Sorry, if any Satyam, ex-Satyamites are here. Okay. Truthful. Pleasing. Okay. Spouse pleasing is impossible. Okay. With the kids. Sometimes we have to tell our kids, if you keep on watching iPad like this, you'll go blind. Plus, if you don't eat, did you say it today? I didn't hear you. Okay, it works. Examples work sometimes. Plus, on top of it, you're eating carrots. You go blind for sure. Now, is that Priyam? It is not pleasing for the child to hear, but there is hitam there. Beneficial is there. So is Krishna promoting to say whatever you want for carrot and iPad's sake? Wait for 17th chapter. Okay, so these are the various areas. So to give you one idea, to not to leave it there at that point, of the three, tell me, make a guess, how many of you think Satyam is important? No voters for Tech Mahindra? Please. How many of you think Satyam is very important? Wife is gone, now you can say, right, put the hand up. How many of you think Satyam is the most important of the three? Please, this is yes, this is Satyam. Okay. How many of you think Priyam is most important? Dhaval, you're so lucky. See, such a wife. Priyam, take us for Priyam. Rajesh, Priyam. Hitam, beneficial is most important. Vote is blown out. Democracy wins, huh? Okay. All right. Actually, Hitam is most important. Beneficial is most important. But that doesn't mean today I went to Bhagavad Gita class. Right royally, I have an open sloka to quote. I've clicked the picture as well. Now I can say whatever I want as long as it's beneficial. Open checkbook for life. Sorry, I can't then keep up the count. You have to struggle for your count. What's happening? Why we started here? Please, back at home. Okay?
Your parents did this.
Parents with selective school preparation kids. Apriyam, asatyam, only hitam. Okay. Thinking to be hitam. Okay. All right. Now, someone said Priyam. It's interesting. Only one person said. In Kali Yuga, to even give hitam, it has to be pleasing. Remember, if I sent you a text message, come to the class, this is the date and time, forget it. How many of you will come to the class? Please come. Please come. Please come. Even to give the hitam from Bhagavad Gita, the highest beneficial reminder, follow-up reminder, and then now please come on time reminder. So, in Kali Yuga, Priyam is very important quality. I'll tell you, nothing will work without Priyam. Even hitam has to be given with the Priyam way. Anyways, it's a big topic, but then bottom line, hitam is the most important. But to qualify, jokes apart, to qualify a speech to be in mode of goodness, the highest level, it should have all three elements in them. Satyam, Priyam and hitam. All right. I thought we have lots of time. Okay. Last chapter. The longest chapter in Bhagavad Gita, 78 slokas. This is pretty much, we'll have the whole summary of Gita. Okay. And then a climax as well. 18th chapter. 1855. Let's quickly go through. After giving all this Gyan business, Krishna says this sloka. So, partially wake up now. Krishna says, Bhaktya mam abhijanati. I can be understood only by devotion, by bhakti, by no other way. No other way anyone can approach me or understand me. And this is like, final nail. This is 18th chapter towards the end. Bhaktya mam abhijanati. The only way to understand me as I am is through devotion. That's why 7 to 12 was the most important chapters we discussed. We spent lots of time. We'll do a recap next time. Next scene. Just before that, 64, Krishna says, and this is for everyone. When I put this sloka, I kept each one of you in my mind, putting this in. So, wherever you see my dear friend, so read it as if Krishna says this to you individually, all right? In that tense, read this. Because you are my friend, my dear friend, I am speaking to you my supreme instruction, the most confidential knowledge of all. Hear this from me, for this is for your benefit. This is Krishna speaking to each one of you. About to say something, he's giving wake up call, like how I do. Wake up. Something I missed from the previous chapter 17 just came to my thought on different, sorry, I'm just going off track here. On 17th chapter, what was chapter about? The three qualities, not goodness, bad. Everyone should do these three things for sure in their life. 2 slides before. Yajna, wait here, this side. And Dana is done. Try something else. Tapa. Okay. No. Even from a buffer knowledge, 2 slides ago. 2 slides ago. Not far ago, not long time ago. 2 slides ago. Okay. Yajna, Dana, Tapa. Sacrifice, charity. And austerity. People talk about, in the charity aspect, I have another point is, people talk about a lot about Manava Seva is Madhava Seva. How many of you have heard this? Right? I heard it in one of the Bhagavad Gita classes like this from a general audience. Someone said me. Okay. Now, is that statement right or wrong? It is right. Now, for the statement to be right, there's a big qualifier. The qualifier is, okay, the words are this. My Hindi can be bad, whatever. Manava Seva, means humanity, serve for humanity. Seva, service to mankind, is service to me. Madhava Seva, Krishna is Madhava. Now, service to mankind is service to Krishna. Let's qualify this. Service to mankind. Let's put a question mark. Now, with that question mark, start the town hall, George Street examples. We might think I'm doing a great service to someone at some point in time. Though the statement is completely true, without knowing what kind of service you can do for other person, you will end up doing a disservice. 20 bucks to a person who can become more ill can be a disservice. Having too kind for a chain smoker is too generous. Nice heart. So, Manava Seva, even by, we should know what Seva is one even fit to give. That Seva qualifies for Madhava Seva. Not like closing eyes and say, whatever I want to do, it's going to be a service. It is not. And people will say sometimes, Bhagavad Gita class, 2 hours sitting. I am a very hands-on person. Come on. I want to do something on the field. Help, run, do something. Right? Have you heard? Can we read to you? Absolutely agreed. But we need to know what is that Madhava Seva qualifies to Madhava Seva. Otherwise, it's very well can be a disservice. So without knowledge, even your big generous thought about humanity can also easily go wrong. Without knowledge, anything can go wrong. All right, back to 18th chapter, 64. Read this sloka as if this is said right to you. And it is true. Have you read that? That this is my supreme instruction, Bhagavad Gita, the most confidential knowledge, Raja Guhyam, for this for your benefit. Okay. Until now, if you have not understood anything in last so many classes, which is true, I can vouch for that. Please wake up right now. I gave you long time to sleep today. All right? Long piece of thread. Please wake up now for this point. Lord says this famous final instruction. We'll spend some time on this sloka. The climax sloka is this. Okay, any guesses? Famous sloka. Famous sloka. B.R. Chopra ki jai. Sarvadharmam parityajya mam ekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo moksha ishami maschaha. Beautiful sloka. I have to do it very quickly, otherwise we'll spend 2 hours on this. So Krishna says, Sarva dharmam parityajya, whatever may your understanding of dharma be, put them all aside. Like how I requested when you all came to the class, come with open mind, with all due respects to your backgrounds, understandings, keep them on the side for some time so you can openly understand this message, then you can do the synthesis of it. So Krishna says, keep all your understanding of dharma aside. Sarva dharma parityajya, keep them aside. Take this only one. Mam ekam sharanam vraja. Just surrender to me. Now, surrender is the inadequacy in English language for Sharanagati. Sharanagati is the actual word. But in English, surrender is such an undermining word for Sharanagati. In English, surrender has a negative connotation. Like, two countries are fighting and then the army goes, oh, I ran out of bombs now. Hands up. I'm surrendering. There is no equivalent word actually. Shelter, another closest word. Surrender, another closest word. But then Sharanagati actually lacks. Like, for example, in each of our languages, your dad's side or relatives will have a specific name. Mom should have a name. Here, everything uncle, auntie. Uncle, auntie. It's limited language to keep it easier. Anyways, we don't against the language. It's all right. It's a limitation of the language. So, now, before you start to think anything wild, I'll give a little bit more explanation. Here, you might straight away think, Krishna says, abandon all varieties of religion. My dear Gautam, where is he? It's missing. He asked this question right in the, Gautam is there. Gautam asked this question, why is Dharma explained as religion? Back in the second or third session, I said, hold on to it. Thank you for holding on for long. You must have got the answer by then as well. So Krishna here doesn't refer the exterior religion. You drop whatever, Hinduism, whatever, Judaism, Islam, Muslim, Christian, whatever. It's not the meaning. So Krishna says, remember the second chapter. Please answer this question, those who have been here a long time. What is the driving question of Bhagavad Gita? Second chapter. 2. Read the number at least. 2 point. Nitin, I will excuse you. I won't ask you number. 2 point. Okay, I won't ask question. 2.7. It's a driving question of Gita. Arjuna asked the question, Dharma Sammudha Chetaha. I am confused. I don't know what to do. What is my duty? For which Gita is spoken, which we all are listening. Here is the answer. Keep everything aside. Krishna says, Mam Ekam Sharanam Vraja. So, in simple words, Lord is saying, stop identifying with your temporary roles and designations. Whatsoever you think your duty, nature, law, occupation, sentiments, whatnot, and reconnect your eternal relationship with me, Sanatan Dharma. That is what Krishna is referring to, Sharanagati. I'll go quickly because Sharanagati, even after so many years, will be scratching the surface because deep word, such a deep word, Sharanagati. We'll have one take on this in a simple approach, okay? Please wake up. No sleep after this, please. What does Sharanagati mean? Shelter or taking surrender. We spoke about the example, army lay down. That is not. In English, surrender means, oh, I don't know what to do. Please. No. Sharanagati has 2 aspects. Please get this. It will, and you process this, hopefully process this, you will start to realize lots of deeper inner meanings. Don't hallucinate, by the way. Two aspects or two expressions of Sharanagati is this. They go hand in hand together. Diligence for Krishna, dependence on Krishna. Sounds rhymic. Okay, here is the meaning. If the child is sick, if our child is sick, what is our part as a diligence? We try to give whatever medicine at home possible, 2 days, 3 days, whatever time we think is the threshold. If it's not good, then we take doctor. Once we go to the doctor or a hospital or emergency, whatever, then we put us on waiting for 6 hours. Okay, that's, anyways, doctor doing all the tests. You have done your diligence. Now you have nothing else to do. What do? Dependence. I've done my part. I can't do anything more than that. Thinking diligence alone will solve everything. Please, my friends, it's very high subject matter. Take as much as you can. I'll make it as simple as possible. Thinking everything depends on my diligence is arrogance. Thinking everything is depending on Krishna prematurely is the key word, is ignorance. Then what is Sharanagati or Bhakti? A dynamic dance of emotions between these two is Sharanagati. We are always in between these two, the dance between these two, when to act on diligence, when to act on dependence, when to hold, when to give up. Parenting. How long to hold, when to give up. Diligence, dependence. A deep point. In every situation in our life, we will have few things in our control, few not in our control, right? We'll speak more later. For example, we say like the area of influence, area of control. Don't worry about area of influence. You can't do much about it. Area of control, work on them. So similarly, let's take some examples here, all right? Arjuna shooting arrows. We learn something, we're gonna test it out. So we can understand hopefully, little bit. After hearing Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna slept. Option A. Option B, did not fight. Option C, he fought. Which option did he do? He fought. You know how many option A? All right. While shooting the arrows, Arjuna, he heard the whole Bhagavad Gita attentively in 45 minutes. Whole Gita in 45 minutes. We are doing 12 sessions. Now I'm asking which sloka was 2.7? All right. And then Arjuna did not close his eyes while shooting the arrows. Krishna is here. He showed him Vishwarupa. He is right here in front of me. I will shoot. I close my eyes. The arrow will go where it has to. Krishna will guide. Did he close his eyes while shooting the arrows? His diligent part is knowing Krishna. His part is still to do his right aiming. Then the next part is dependence. Diligence, dependence. Okay, taking class for me. This is Bhagavad Gita class. Krishna is supposed to do a class. Why should I prepare? Hey, why should I even follow up? Send reminder messages. No, my part is to do the diligence for Krishna. And then every moment, of course, and depending on Krishna here. Because why? Mattaha smrti jnanam apohanam cha. From Krishna comes knowledge and remembrance. If I can speak a word, hopefully making sense to each of you, any of you, Mattaha smrti jnanam apohanam cha. So Lord is helping. So Prahlad, now let's push the spectrum to the other end. Okay, you all know Prahlad, right? He was given a cup of poison to drink. by his father. He was put in front of venomous snakes. What do you do? What was his diligence, by the way? Please answer my question. What did Prahlad do for diligence? Did he carry a stick with him?
Followed his dad's words. Whatever he said.
Okay, my question is, what diligence did Prahlad do in front of numerous venomous snakes? Huh? What? Sorry, please. What diligence? Yes. What diligence did he do? What is father saying? Nothing. Diligent wise. Diligent wise, he didn't do anything to safeguard himself. He fully depended on the Lord. Later, Bhagavatam explains, weren't you such a small boy? Weren't you afraid of seeing such a venomous snake? You know what his answer was? Snake belongs to family of Vasuki or Anantasesh. My Lord is sleeping on Anantasesh. What can the snake do to me? So he had full dependence, zero diligence, because he had no control of the situation. Putting in front of the elephant, about to be killed, what diligence did Prahlad do? Fought with elephant? No, come on, stamp me. Later he was asked, how are you so confident? He said, Krishna looked after Gajendra. He gave moksha for Gajendra. The king of elephants. What elephant can do harm to me? I always knew my Lord will look after me. Full dependence. Now, just a while ago, I said, I'm preparing for the class. I said Arjuna had to open his eyes and shoot the arrows. I'm talking about Prahlad, Hare Krishna. Please, sound. I just now mentioned Arjuna kept his eyes open. I had to prepare for the class diligently, follow each one of you. Please come, Priyam, Priyam, Priyam. But Prahlad had zero diligence, full of dependence. Exactly. He had nothing in control. So his area of control was absolutely nothing. At the same time, his dependence was press any button. His dependence. I'll move on quickly because it's a deep subject matter. Now, and us, where are we? Can we be like Prahlad? All right. All right. So therefore, for us, the safest position is this: having a right balance between diligence and preparing for the exam. Do what we can, dependence. Diligence, dependence. The intertwine between those two makes Sharanagati. This is the topmost point on Sharanagati. Today we scratched the topmost portion of it. Sharanagati is such a deep subject matter, so much to discuss, so much. All right, let's move on. Time has gone. We started late, right? Thank you. Mattah smritim jnanam apohanam cha. Remembrance. Thank you, Krishna. Okay, different levels of surrender. Okay, let's take some examples of surrender, different levels. Hare Krishna, can you please keep the noise low, please? Thank you. We can open the prasadam boxes later. Thank you. Level 1 of Sharanagati. Okay, Lord Ram. As a pastime, I'll just give 1 or 2 lines. I can't not say this pastime. Okay, this sloka goes like this. Sakarteva prapunnoyas tavasmiti cha yachate. Abhayam sarvata tasmai dadami yetat pritam mama. Very, very, one of my very favorite, close to heart sloka from Ramayana. Lord Ram says, even once surrenders to me sincerely, once saying Tavasmiti, Tava, I am yours, Cha Yachate, in a very serious mood, if one says, I am yours, my Lord, Rama, I am yours from today onwards. Once only. Lord says, I am eternally in debt with you, I look after you. This sloka actually is said in Ramayana at a point when one pastime, we can go a little late, okay? At the time, during the Yuddha or before the Yuddha, anyways. At the time when, after so many negotiations with Ravan, his younger brother, who is he? Ravan's younger brother, sir. Vibhishan, not Lakshman. Vibhishan. Vibhishan tried to explain Ravan. What you're doing is wrong, completely wrong. Please give up this fight with Lord Ram. You can't touch Mother Sita. That's wrong. Please, you are right thing here. At least even now. He didn't listen. It's a long pastime. In a detailed class, I'll slowly, detailedly explain beautiful pastime. Okay. Fast forward. Vibhishan leaves Lanka, comes to Lord Ram, and he says, "I want to meet Lord Ram." All the guards, they know who he is, right? So therefore, to protect Lord Ram, they said, "No, no, no, no. You are a chief in enemy camp. We can't let you spy in right inside our camp. Sir, we don't trust you." Everyone said, "Don't trust Vibhishan. Don't trust Vibhishan. Don't trust Vibhishan." Only one person said he can be trusted. Yes, quickly. Thank you, Chandani. Hanuman. No, no, no. We can't make the decision. Let the Lord make the decision. Someone has come to take shelter of the Lord. At least our job is to take that person to the Lord. So Hanuman said, "Let's take him. But we'll be on guard, just in case." And then that's the exact moment this sloka was spoken. If anyone comes to me, take shelter, seriously, even once, eternally I'm granted. I have to stop the pastime there because beautiful things are there right after which, what Lord Ram says after which. So remind me later, okay? In the detailed class, remind me, beautiful pastime. So this is level 1, where Lord Ram says, "Seriously, if you surrender to me, I'll look after you." Alright? Alright? Level 1. Level 2. Krishna says in the 1866, the previous sloka, "Mam ekam sharanam vraja." You just surrender to me, I'll look after you. So both are clearly expecting surrender. Sharanagati for sure. Level 3, we discussed in the last class, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna appearing in Kali Yuga as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in the mood of Radha and Krishna, both mom and dad together in that mood. This time, no conditions at all. No conditions asked, not even Sharanagati. You just chant the holy name, I look after you. Just to go to say that the Lord is even more merciful and wanting for us to go back home than we are. We are loitering. Okay, conclusion. Surrender is not out of frustration. It is not like I have no other option, I'm stuck. Interest rates again going up now. I have no other option, I'll surrender. That's not surrender. Surrender is by having all the options and still saying, I've done my diligence, I'm depending on you. Out of love, as an expression of love. Okay? By accepting the one's beloved's love. For example, a parent holding the child's hand in a busy road, a very traffic chaotic road. Parent holding the child's hand. What is happening? I'll go a little faster here. From a child's perspective, the child has indirectly taken Sharanagati, giving the hand. The onus is on whom? On the parent. On the parent. Now, in the busy road, the child would walk as if carelessly, whereas the parent would be guarding. I'm holding you, I'm holding you. Why? For the one reason that the child has given the hand to be held. In Bhagavad Gita 1866, all Krishna is saying that if you are willing to give your hand to be held, that path is yours, the rest is mine. That is Sharanagati. We have only scratched the surface of Sharanagati. We have so much to discuss. Sharanagati is seriously, it's another dimensional discussion. Okay, trivia time. Question time trivia, and then we are done. Looks like I finished on time. Oh, no, 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 I won't let it happen. Don't worry. All right. Question time. What did Arjuna say after hearing all Bhagavad Gita? Is Prashadam open? That was you, not Arjuna. Okay. What benediction is there for one who hears Bhagavad Gita sincerely? It's coming up in few more slokas. Remember 1.1. Sanjaya, a person was there in the equation. Dhritarashtra asked the question to Sanjaya. Sanjaya is having a deep darshan and then hearing to everything, giving a voiceover to Dhritarashtra. How did Sanjaya react? Well, we forgot Sanjaya only after all these chapters. He's seen the equation. How did he react after hearing Bhagavad Gita? Multiple people are hearing, not only you. Okay, thank you. You have a nice brochure, a flyer. It has essence of Bhagavad Gita. What is the essence of Bhagavad Gita? And very important question. What did Arjuna do next actually? What did he do next? Diligence. And what do we do next? Come back for on 14th of March. The next class. Okay? We will cover all of these questions. Okay, we'll cover all of these questions along with all 18 chapters summary. I'll tell you, honestly, I don't do all 18 chapters in one shot very regularly because it's very hard. It's very hard. Please come on time and go late. Not the other way. All right, no, we will keep you on time. All right, quick summary and then we are done. Summary. Long ago, in the beginning of the class, we discussed 3 levels of understanding God, Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. I won't even ask you what it is. Don't worry. 3 modes, the glue, Sattva, Raja, and Tamas. They are binding. There are nothing but gold, silver, and iron chains. But we can always overturn if we have stronger free will. Pure goodness is Suddha Sattva. 15:15. Mattaha smriti jnanam apohanam sha. From me comes remembrance, intelligence, knowledge, forgetfulness. From all the Vedas I am to be known. 3 gates to the hell. 3 gates to the hell. Lust, greed, and anger. If lust is fulfilled, it becomes anger. Huh? Okay, thank you. Good. That much was good. All right. 1855. After all the Gyan class, Krishna then came back to the original point. Bhaktya mam abhijanati. Only with pure devotion in the heart will you be able to understand me. Otherwise, forget it. Good try. 1866. The famous sloka. Sarva dharmam parityajya. Manekam sharanam vraja. Aham tvam sarva papebhyo. Krishna, sarva papebhyo will be written off. Not only good, bad, everything you will write off. Sharanagati. 2 aspects for Sharanagati. Diligence for Krishna, dependence on Krishna. And in between this 17th chapter, he spoke about Yajna, Dana, Tapa. I am a very hands-on person. I will only do Manan Seva. Or at least come and learn what Seva, how to do them. Then please go do it. I'll join along with you. We are meant to serve humanity. But with what understanding should we serve the humanity? Without knowledge, you might think you're serving the humanity. You could be end up doing disservice. Kids are out from the den, is it? Okay. All right. Different levels of Sharanagati. Who remembers? 1, 2, and 3. Lord Ram. Sakadeva Prapanno, yes. And then 1866. Then last, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. What did Arjuna do next? What do we do next? Summary conclusion. Come back next class. Okay? Few minutes. Yes, our Hundi. Spiritual Hundi. Especially now with 18 chapters. Those who knew, this is the Hundi we maintain. Not a cash box for us. cash box for you. By you, every time listening to Bhagavad Gita, you are adding into a spiritual account. Eternal spiritual bank account that goes with you life after life, not with this body alone. All right. Now, key updates on what's next. With that, we are done. All right. We have seen this before. Look, we have been doing this Essence of Bhagavad Gita classes. Many of you, in fact, almost everyone have expressed interest to go to detailed class, which is not rushed, not like this jam packed, super fast with so many slokas, not theoretical, not fully practical and personal. We will do. Now, a 3-step process we engaged. I asked for your interests, preferences, then I did some analysis, I had some proposal last time. The proposal is this, or you saw the proposal, now I'll give you some updates on that. We have one more session on 14th of March, next class. Please, wherever you are, please be here. All 18 chapters in one shot. I do very rarely because it's very, very hard. Please come. Watching the trailer fully in one class. That's next class. So please do come. And then from the following fortnight, 28th of March onward, we start a detailed class. Okay? Upcoming dates are the following fortnights. 11th. Remember the Easter we can skip. So 18th, 11th to 25, 9th May, it goes. Kids program is included, same time. And last time I told you, to be confirmed is the room. And to speak to the council, which I've done, I booked the rooms, the opposite room. Little smaller than this, where the kids are at the moment. Still 2 rooms are there, 6 and 7. We'll occupy the bigger room 7. Kids will be in room number 6. So the rooms are booked now. Now, with the classes happening, please try to get Bhagavad Gita book. I have got some books from temple today. Now, we need the books. Every one of you individually we need the books because we'll go through. The reason I got this hands-free mic is I want my hands free as well to have the books and discuss. So there's a book table out there, and I kept my word. I keep my word always. There's nothing about money part. The only expectation is just give some donation to cover the printing cost. That's all. Because that printing cost will help in printing another book. So open donation, open, absolutely whatever you feel like, that's fine. Because the intention is not to get money, is to you have the book. So get one each for the class, which we will need. What is this? The world says have Facebook. Krishna says have a book in front of your face. So please, there is nothing similar to having a physical book, touching. Having Bhagavad Gita book is having Krishna at home, touching, feeling. There's no time for a scientific research. I'll give you next time. How much people can remember in an online gadgets versus book? A science experiment was made. I quickly say this. All right. Guess what? If we think we are like, I can have everything on my iPads, my gadgets, whatnot, a scientific research has been made. The proof is, the outcome is, in the devices, at best one can remember which folder a document exists. At best, which folder a document exists. At best. Whereas book, everything, the surrounding, I can still remember when I used to read, or I'm still reading, of course, every time having a book, reading, touching, feeling, having that, the real attachment to the book is a special feeling. So it's very important. The research proved that reading from a book, your chances to remember is far higher. From a gadget, the best case scenario, only in the folder. It's a scientifically proven one. Okay. All right. Next session, 14th March. Final session plus graduation day. That doesn't mean you're leaving. Graduation from essence of Bhagavad Gita to the detailed class. Question answer, and I finished the class on time. I'm looking at the clock, bang on time. Now you came late. No, not for that purpose. Class is finished on time. Now look, it's a bit late, so we will not have no questions today. Park your questions, write them somewhere. We'll discuss them more. We'll have plenty of time later. All right. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Switched off.